Hello friends, today we will do the fifth lesson from Flamingo book of class 12th, Indigo, written by Louis Fisher. Louis Fisher was a great admirer of Mahatma Gandhi. He met Mahatma Gandhi several times and he wrote his biography, The Life of Mahatma Gandhi. This lesson, Indigo, is taken from that book. Mahatma Gandhi considered Champaran a turning point in his life. Probably it was a turning point in the history of the nation too. Mahatma Gandhi visited Champaran in the year 1937. The British government was well trenched. The people of India had deep-rooted fear of the British. The narrator went to visit Mahatma Gandhi at his ashram in 1942 in Sevagram. Sevagram is in Wardha near Nagpur. It's in central India. And he was told by Mahatma Gandhi, I will tell you how it happened that I decided to urge the departure of the British. It was in 1917. Mahatma Gandhi had gone in December 1916 to an annual convention of the Indian National Congress Party in Lucknow. There were 2,301 delegates and visitors. A peasant comes up to Gandhiji and tells, I am Rajkumar Shukla and I want you to visit my district at Champaran. And Champaran place was unknown to Gandhiji. It was in the foothills of the towering Himalayas near the kingdom of Nepal. The Champaran peasants were sharecroppers. Rajkumar Shukla was one of them. Rajkumar Shukla was illiterate, but he was resolute. He had come to the Congress session to complain about the injustice of the landlord system in Bihar. Someone told him to meet Gandhiji, to speak to Gandhiji. Rajkumar Shukla wanted an appointment, but Gandhiji told him that he has already appointments in other parts of the country. Wherever Gandhiji went, Shukla accompanied him. And finally, he begged Gandhiji to fix a date. Impressed by the sharecropper's tenacity, Gandhiji said that I am going to Calcutta in such and such a date. You can come and take me to Champaran. Shukla went to Calcutta and he took Gandhiji in the train which goes to Bihar, Champaran. And directly he took him to a lawyer's house, Rajendra Prasad. When they went there, Rajendra Prasad was not at home. His servants, his workers, recognized Rajkumar Shukla because he was a peasant who would come often to meet Rajendra Prasad. And the workers mistook Gandhiji as a peasant and they told them to stand on the ground. They did not allow to draw water from the well. During that time, caste system was existing in India. They thought it was an untouchable people. Gandhiji decided first to go to Muzaffarpur, which was en route to Champaran, to obtain more information, a complete information about the condition than Shukla was capable of imparting. And there he goes to an arts college and he meets J.B. Kriplani and he stays there. J.P. Kriplani goes to the railway station to welcome Gandhiji along with all his students, and he stays there for 2 days. Later, Gandhiji, the Gandhiji went there, and the message of Gandhiji's arrival reached everywhere, and the people flooded to come to meet Gandhiji. And Gandhiji comes to know that the lawyers take big fee from the sharecroppers. And he said, I have come to the conclusion that I have come to stop going to the law courts. Champaran, most of the arable land was there. Arable means a fertile land in that district, and it was divided into large estates owned by the Englishmen and worked by Indian tenants. The chief commercial crop was indigo. During that time, indigo was in great demand in the European markets. The landlords compelled means forced all the tenants to plant 3/20 or 15% of their holdings with indigo and surrender the entire indigo as rent. This was done by long-term contract. Presently, the landlords learned that Germany had developed synthetic indigo. They thereupon obtained agreements from the sharecroppers to pay them compensation for being released from 15% agreement. Later, Gandhiji goes and visits Secretary of the British Landlords Association. The secretary told him that I cannot give you any information since you are an outsider. Gandhiji answered that he was no outsider. Next, Gandhiji called on the British official commissioner of the Tirhut division in which the Champaran districts lay. The commissioner, Gandhiji reports, proceeded to bully me and advise me forthwith to leave Tirhut. Later, Gandhiji proceeded to Motihari, the capital of Champaran. Several lawyers accompanied him. At the railway station, a vast crowd followed Gandhiji. And the messenger drew Gandhiji home, where he served him with an official notice to quit Champaran immediately. Gandhiji signed a receipt for the notice and wrote on it that he would disobey the order. Later, Gandhiji makes several attempts to free the injustice of the sharecroppers of Champaran. Gandhiji was totally a stranger, yet he was prepared to go to prison for the sake of the peasants. And the lawyers also joined him. They went back to Gandhiji and told him they were ready to follow him into jail. The Battle of Champaran was won. He exclaimed that he took a piece of paper and divided the group into pairs and put down the order in each pair was a code to arrest. So, here the story ends with saying that Gandhiji made every attempt to get them victory over the sharecroppers. I will give you some important questions which may help you in your exam. How did Rajkumar Shukla establish that he was resolute? Rajkumar Shukla was a sharecropper from Champaran, wanted Gandhiji to take up the cause of the sharecroppers in Champaran. They were suffering because of the injustice of the landlord system in Bihar. He waited for Gandhiji to be free so as to able to speak to him. He followed Gandhiji until he relented. How did Champaran episode change the plight of the peasants? Champaran did not begin as a political expression of defiance. It was an attempt to reduce the stress of the peasants, enable them to stand on his own feet and mold a new free India. It made the farmers of the Champaran independent because of the British landlords were forced to leave the place. I hope you understood the lesson and its explanation. Wish you all the best. Do well in your exam. Thank you.